Hello and happy Tuesday from my messy home studio. Welcome. We miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're not super bored and not fed up with your siblings yet. I'm here to talk you through this week's assignment, which is one drawing, one image on two pieces of paper that are put together like this or like this. I taped together this one on the back. Obviously, don't draw on the tape side if you tape yours together. Draw on the plain side. If you don't have tape, don't use gum. That's gross. Nobody wants already chewed gum glued on the back of their art project. Don't do that. Just set the pieces of paper side by side on a flat surface and draw them that way. And then at the end, you will photograph those two pieces of paper put together for one image sent to us. Okay. All right, so last week you worked with a story format. You're doing the same thing this week, but you're only drawing one scene from the story. And you are choosing the moral or the lesson of that story to illustrate. For example, treat others how you would like to be treated. How could you draw that using an animal as a character, because that's part of your criteria, using an animal as a character in one scene? One, not this character does this, this, and this, just the one action of that character. If you do not like the references that we gave you, guess what? If you're in the course, you're online, so the internet is your oyster. Please Google something else if you don't like the ones that are on the site that we linked. I did that to kind of give you more ideas. I'm going to show you my sketches, which you need to do some sketches. I know you don't like doing that, but it's a lifesaver because then you're going to know what to do. You're going to be able to block out your work. Very important. Do that. So I'm going to flip this around. Ooh. Okay. Haha. All right. I did 3 different morals to the story. 3 different stories, obviously, but I chose 3 different ones, and then I decided which one I wanted to do as my final. Just gave me some options. I chose this one up here, right here, this guy right here. And then I was able to block it out because I knew how to fit everything on the page. Notice my thumbnail sketches. I put my pieces of paper together long ways, so my sketches are rectangular. Do that. Okay? Make it match what your artwork is going to be like. We also posted last week, and I believe day 2 of the comic strip assignment, a YouTube video where this girl shows you how to do different shading techniques, which most of us have gone over in class anyways. Watch it back, especially if you're just working with pencil. Don't just send us a line drawing. Pfft. We don't want that. Build it up. Make it look awesome. You're working with fables and folklore and fairy tales, which is my jam. I love it. That's what all my work revolves around. Make me proud because I'm super excited to see all of your work. So don't halfway do this. Do not wait until Thursday. Don't wait until Thursday. I know some of you are going to wait until Thursday. Don't do it. We will know. We will know. We will send it back to you. I will send it back to you. I'm like, nope, keep going. I'd rather you turn it in looking really, really awesome, but don't you wait until Thursday. That's trouble. All right, so use the internet. Google, how do I draw a cat? How do I draw a raccoon? Find different ideas. Don't copy somebody else's work. If you like a tree drawing and it shows you how to do it, but then you find another source for your animal, that's fine. Piece them together, but don't copy one person's work. You do not have to illustrate an already existing fable or fairy tale. I chose the moral, the journey to your success will always begin with the small step of taking a chance. Risk taken, baby. And I made up my own. My character is a mouse. He's got a path to go down. He's got to choose if he's going to go the safe route or the chance, the risky route. And you're going to see that in just a second because I'm going to show you some of these shading techniques in my drawing. So you'll see in a second. I'm going to do mine a little bit faster than the lady in the YouTube video from last week. So definitely go back and watch that. Google some other things. If you're working with colored pencil, Google some colored pencil techniques. Yes, Use the internet. You got it. Use it. All right, let's get started. All right, here we go. So here's my drawing so far. I have focused more on this bottom section than I have the top yet, but it is blocked out up there. I know that this big rectangle is going to become a cheese castle. The moral of the story that I chose was the journey of your success will always begin with a small step of taking a chance. So I made up my own character. I didn't copy another stories. He's this little mousy man, and he's making a decision if he's going to go the safe route, which we don't know where that goes, or if he's going to take a chance and scamper all the way through these crazy thorny vines up to what will eventually be the most glorious cheese castle in the whole wide world. All right, so let's talk about some techniques that I'm using here. As you can see, there's hatching lines here, cross hatching here. This is much lighter, and it probably should be as dark as this. So I'm going to need to go in and turn this into cross hatching. My eraser has been my friend because I do not like to stay in the lines. Apparently. I used to, but not anymore. And that's fine. So that's already much darker than it was at the start, just by going over it 1 or 2 more times. I will probably need to do the same thing here and up here as well. Then I can let it turn into hatching to start to lighten up, so I can go from regular or cross hatching into regular hatching to kind of fade into this little tunnel situation. If you notice, these stones here are a lot lighter and they begin to get darker as it moves down. Everything that recedes into space, that goes back further away from you, is going to not have as much detail. So this is my foreground. Okay, we're getting towards the middle ground. This cheese castle might not be that detailed once I get to it because it's way farther away. In the YouTube video that we posted, she does this thing and she calls it circulism for soft, fluffy things. I have never in my wildest dreams heard it called that. I've heard it called scribbling or scumbling, but it is a good one, but I will not refer to it as circulism. But you are just drawing circles or scribbling. I'm just going to get darker by layering in and just going over what I just drew. I'm not pushing any harder with my pencil. Same amount of pressure the whole time, everybody, to get some darker values. What I want you to think about, especially if you are using a regular pencil, is getting really, really dark darks, super bright whites, and a range of values in between. On these stones, I'm doing the blending method where I'm just shading. I use the side of my pencil, seems to help more than the point of it when doing this one. And then I can go in and just smudge that around, and it's nice and smooth, just like that. Hatching works great for wood. Okay. This is more contour line hatching, so I'm following the shape of the form, which if you have me in class, you have heard me say, especially when it comes to drawing, I want this tree to look like it's curved around. So I'm not going to draw straight lines. I'm going to kind of round it since the tree is essentially a wonky shaped cylinder. I may need to add something here, like a bush with flowers or something, to really bring that into more detail. I've added some grass. The way I'm doing this grass is just like those hatching marks, but then kind of coming down in a triangle shape. You can Google how to do all of these things. You will be amazed. But definitely make sure you're focusing on foreground, middle ground, background, even if your paper is oriented a different way. Do some research. Do an awesome job. We're very, very proud of you. Me and Mrs. Oaks are super proud of you guys. We miss you so, so much. Go out there and crush it.